We're here at the MasterCard booth here at Carts, and I'm going to have a conversation with Lundequist and Sebastien Pochic, both of MasterCard, and we're going to talk about display cards. So before we get into some specific questions, can you give us an explanation of what display card actually is?
So if we take a step back and look at the evolution of payment cards, I think it's quite interesting to see that already back in the 50s, we launched paper cards as the first payment card form factor. Since then, we've been adding the magnetic stripe for electronic reading. We have been adding the EMV chip for secure and fully digitized payments. And it's been a fairly constant, slow but constant evolution to come to where we are today in a very ubiquitous product that most of us use almost every day. And we really do see the display card as the next step in this evolution. So what is the display card? Well, the display card is really, for all purposes, first of all, a standard payment card. It can be used in ATMs, in POS devices, just like a normal payment card. But beyond that, it obviously has some new interesting features. It has a display associated with the card, and it has touch-sensitive buttons that the card holder can use to manipulate the card. And this is obviously what gives us the opportunity to deliver new and differentiating and exciting services on the card. Remote authentication, balance information, maybe the available credit balance, reward points, and more information and interactive information like that.
So you guys launched Display Card here at Carts last year. Can you talk about some of the rollout projects that have gone on over the past year?
Sure. Well, it's going very well. Actually, we're announcing 3 launches at the show. So 2 banks in Romania are launching our authentication display card. So it's a single button card. It is used to log into e-banking or secure e-commerce transactions. And then also TB is launching the first ever information display card. So it's actually a standard credit card, but with cool additional services. So when you power on the card, you can select functions like get your available credit limits, look at your last expenses, and since it's coupled to a loyalty application, you also get your loyalty points on the card itself.
Can you give us a bit more detail on some of the results?
Well, the consumers really like it. So for the authentication display card, people are used to have some kind of authentication device, whether it's an additional card reader, a mobile phone, or hardware token. And so the process for them is really the same, except it's all built into the card, so they don't have to carry a second device. So people really like it because they can do e-commerce transactions anywhere they are. When it comes to the information display card, this is really something new, exclusive to MasterCard. And we have targeted really the most important information that people need whenever they go. We have made studies that a lot of people call their banks to know the balance of the account, and most of them do that over the mobile phone. It means while they're shopping. So here we actually provide that information right on the card whenever they need it. So the result is very positive.
So if we look at concrete research that we have done with MasterCard Europe on display card pilots and initial launches, we have found out that more than 40% of consumers, if asked if they would want to have the opportunity to show the balance on the card, would say that they would actually proactively sign up for a card like that. And out of those 40%, 50% actually think that they would use their card more for the fact that they actually know what the balance on the card is. And very interestingly, many consumers are also interested and prepared to pay for that service. In our research, we see a number between 10 and 15 euros as a realistic price for that type of product. So we think that's quite exciting.